Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Tis another scorcher. Not as hot as it has been. So it's manageable today. And I thought I would do some more work on Malevola because she needs it. We're not there yet. I do need to just hold her with some paper though, because I do not want to end up with grease stains from where I've held her with my greasy fingers. How is everyone doing today? I know saying everyone is probably just lurking White Wolf, but that's okay. Oh, fucking hell. Before I even put my brush on the model, I already dropped my brush. What a great start. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. I appreciate the lurk in these troubling times. I hope you're well. Because the times, they are a-troubling. Just having a think to see what kind of, probably blue horror maybe, instead of the Fenrisian grey. I mean, use all of it in the end, but let me add a touch of contour blue as well. Just a tip. I'm not used to having my water cup this full. Just creating a little bit of texture here on these frayed edges. Because we all know what they look like. They don't look clean. Paint, how's it going? How are you holding up? Did you finish watching the announcements? If you just disappeared. To be fair, it was very hot. And it was very much just chatter. What did you think of the Dino Riders? I've already forgotten the name of the box, but I'm very excited about them. Really hoping someone will get me to paint them for them. What is everyone up to today? Is anyone doing any hobbying, or is it another case of trying to stay a little bit cool? I lugged our AC back into the garage. Yesterday I spent basically the whole day in the bedroom with the AC on full blast, a fan going, and a cooling mat for the dog on the bed. And I just kept bringing him like licky bowls, like frozen, mostly just water with like a few treats melted, like frozen in. The dog is currently on his mattress underneath my desk. His mattress is has a cooling side, so at the moment the cooling side is facing up, so he can get nice and cool, or stay nice and cool rather. It's another lovely case of nothing much happens in my life. It's nice and quiet, which is usually very nice. But when I'm sitting here trying to think of things that I can talk about, haven't got a whole lot to discuss. Which I guess isn't really a bad thing, but just an observation. My hair tie is really tight. There. Camera angle is weird as well. I wonder what happened. Slightly better. Just mixing a bit of the Cantor blue in with the grey so I can make a little bit more of a gradient here. More blue, more blue. Trying to be so careful that I don't get sweaty hands or lotion or anything like that. I just literally put some hand cream on before the stream because I always get really dry hands in this kind of weather. It's like, oh, I'll put some hand cream on, and then realised, oh no, I'm going to have to handle this massive model which will show fatty fingerprints like crazy, so what's everyone up to today? Or the rest of this weekend, I should probably say. Because it's already, what, 3 o'clock? Oh, 2 o'clock, 2:15. I haven't really got many plans. Just do some painting, do some streaming, and then have some food. I really wasn't feeling very hungry today. I think it's the heat. So I had my breakfast and I asked Nivian what he wanted for dinner, and he was like, I'm not really hungry. Or sorry, for lunch. And I was like, also, I'm not really hungry. So I'm thinking maybe we should order some chicken tonight. I have cash for a change, so I can give a driver a tip for driving around in really, really hot weather. Like, I don't always tip because I feel like if we're paying a delivery fee for stuff, that should be included. But around Christmas I always tip, and very generously, like usually like 15-20 quid for a normal delivery. And if the weather is ridiculous, or if it's like storming like crazy, or if it's really, really hot like today, I do always tip then. Because we're not in the States, and we don't have crazy or lack of minimum wage where people have to rely on tips. Tip should be a nice bonus for above and beyond, or for services well executed. Normally when I go out for food I tip, and if I it has to be very rare for me to not leave a tip if I go to a restaurant with table service. Because I have worked in hospitality and I know it can be rough. It is hard work, it is hot work, it is thankless work a lot of the time, which is also why I always tip if I stay over in a hotel. housekeeping always gets a tip. Again, worked in housekeeping. I know what a shit job it is, so they always get a tip. And I always leave them a little note so they don't feel like they have to. I guess some hotels won't let their housekeeping staff keep the tips unless it's specified that it's actually meant as a tip. Otherwise, it's often considered lost and found. And chances of money making its way to the actual housekeeping person after the lost and found period is over are slim to none, so always leave a little note to thank for the clean room and it's nice. It is nice. It's nice to be able to do that for someone, and I know in the UK it's not. Thank you very much, Ed. Well, coaster sticking to my glass. Afternoon, how are you doing, Ed? You alright? Tipping culture isn't the same in the UK as it is in America, fortunately, but there are things that are important. To me, anyway. Melting and tired? Yeah. The sun is brutal at the moment, or the whole weather, to be honest. Zach, how you doing? Ahoy ahoy! Are we happy about the Telemon? Brother, listen, I would do unspeakable things for this boy. You didn't mess your trousers when you saw it? Yeah, it is very nice. It is very nice. I'm also very excited about the Dino Riders. They are too cool. Don't have to fuck around. No, exactly. No more resin. Woo woo. I was in a hangout stream with the owner of the hobby store and a couple of other people, one or two at the time. Just sort of watching the reveals or the announcements. And Nick was playing Overwatch. And he was like, "Tell Matt I need a Telemon!" I was like, "Oh, okay." Fingers crossed Valdor next. I just want the Seraphon to be updated. I feel like if you can make such nice dinosaurs, and you should be able to make really nice Seraphon as well, so... Right? Because at the moment they just look like bum. Oh, both, yeah, but both versions are just like... Oh. And all those... Oh, I already can't remember what they're called. My brain. I watched this last night. The iron guys, like the really... Yeah. So good. The whole... Like, there was a lot of good in that release. The reveal. There was a lot of good stuff in there. We certainly are. We're eating good. We are eating good. And usually it's like within 3 months after a reveal like this is that they'll be released. So it'll be very interesting to see what when that all will be out. The guy with the book on the dragon was okay, but the other lord was meh. And I love them both. I mean, I don't really care about the guy on the dragon, to be honest. I care about the dragons. The guy is afterthought, as far as I'm concerned. Have I? It's just like a dress thingy. It's very cool, which is the main thing. I'm wearing bike shorts or like short shorts underneath, and just like just the best way to keep cool. I've been wearing these really soft cotton, like harem trousers the last couple of days, or like the last week really. These things have been a godsend. Like, be able to wear something cool to the office where we don't have AC has just been huge. Square neckline. Yeah, so technically speaking, it's like that. But for one, I have big shoulders, so they always creep up. And for two, I'm not gonna fucking wear a strapless bra or stuff like that. There are certain things that clothing just hasn't done well, and strapless bras are one of them. I just refuse to suffer through something that is mega tight right now. Well, to be honest, ever nowadays. Screw that. Screw that. I thought so. Advantages of not feeling like you need to perform anymore. Like, when I used to work in this like actual office, I was expected to wear like, well, they called it business casual, but there's no such thing as business casual for women. Like it's one of the most confusing dress codes there is. So you always end up having to wear like either trousers of some sort with a blouse or a dress, or it's always way more involved than I would normally wear. Did not enjoy. All your 86 babes are taking their power back and you're here for it. Right? I mean, we're 40 now, we're allowed to. Screw social conventions! Yeah, we don't need that shit. Only makes sense that it took so long for you guys to feel comfortable doing so. I mean, I've always, for the last like 4 or 5 years, dressed more for comfort than for style. It's just annoying that there's so few outfits or clothing options out there that are both comfortable and stylish. Especially if you're not a standard size. Like, it's hard enough to shop for me, like, as it is, let alone if I want to do something that's both comfortable and looks good. So, I know, right? Burn society down. All of it. Yeah, why not? I watched an Instagram video the other day of a guy ranting about a video he'd seen online where a guy was complaining that girls don't smile at him on the streets anymore. And he then showed like the type of text that a girl will send if she goes on a date with someone. And it was something along the lines of, yeah, meeting a guy who supposedly called like Joseph later, meeting him here, this is his Hinge picture. So if I get murdered tonight, you know where to start looking, kind of thing. And he was like, you're worried about a girl not smiling at you, and this is what they're having to deal with. Don't be an entitled dickbag. Which was, well, I found that quite refreshing. It's nice sometimes. There's this musician called Casey Lowry, I want to say. And he does really funny, like, occasionally reaction videos to entitled men saying stuff about how they feel like they should have been treated by women. It always makes me happy. Plus he makes good music, so it's also another positive. Got a new album coming out apparently. He's been keeping track of weekly sales numbers with LPs and CDs. Bless him. Fellow brownie enjoyer, hell yeah. How are you doing, Ben? You alright? God, my paint is just... I'm using the biggest brush that I can. My paint is still drying on my brush. It's nice and cool in the garage here, but oh my word. Yeah, we have now finished the first two of the 4 packs that you sent us, Ben. The others are currently in the freezer because obviously it was a crazy amount of brownie and we didn't want them to go to waste, and brownies are infinitely freezable, which is fantastic. So especially with this weather, we're gonna make sure that this is not gonna go to waste. We'll freeze some and then we'll take some out of the freezer when we want some. Decent? I'm glad. How's the tattoo healing? Oh yeah, they're fantastic. Like frozen stuff is frozen brownies are really, I don't know why, but you can barely taste the difference. A lot of cake freezes really well. Most paste, like if you get like bridal cakes and stuff, they tend to get frozen in cling film to like lock in the moisture, so they and then they're way easier to decorate if they're frozen when you put them together. Scabbing, yeah. Tis the process, unfortunately. I am peeling slightly. I thought I'd managed to avoid it, but sadly not completely. From when I burned slightly when I spent about 20 minutes in the sun last Friday, not realizing that I was in the sun because we had a breeze going in the garden and my shade had shifted. There's knowing how much balm to put in. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Make sure it doesn't break, right? Don't want the skin to crack. Oh, not that bad. Yeah, you can barely see it now, to be honest. Oh Christ. I noticed it last night, so this morning in the shower well, you can see it a little bit here on this shoulder. Don't know if you guys can actually. I'd probably have to turn to this camera, but it's very light. Very it's almost like if you've put too thick a layer of lotion on or something like that, you can tell that it's... If you then rub your arm, it's a little bit peely, if that makes sense. It's a little bit like that. It's more that I'm annoyed with myself because I'm always so careful with sitting in the sun. Three-quarters of the tank done, just a turret left now. Not grumpy? No, I'm not grumpy at all. Well, you'd know if I'm grumpy. Or not you specifically, but people would know. Would the brownies get it? I mean, brownies always help. Also, that the hilts are starting to itch. Yes. The itching is the worst part of the whole process, from how I remember it. Well, that's been a long time ago, so... Slap it, that's the itch cure. Yeah, I know, right? You can't exactly like put like, press a cross in it like you would with a mosquito bite or something. Can't do that with a tattoo, so slapping it is the way. Oh no, the itch from sweat and stuff is the worst. Does having a tattoo stop insects from biting there? No, I don't think it does. I meant more like if you have an insect bite, you can press a cross in it. You don't want to damage your tattoo in the same way that when it's healing, you don't want to freaking ram your nails into the healing spot. That said, I don't remember ever having had a mosquito bite on the one tattoo that I have, so I don't know, maybe it does help. Might well do. Would be nice. I'd have to ask someone who is fully tattooed, like, do you ever get mosquito bites on tattooed areas? I imagine mosquitoes and stuff don't really care about might taste slightly different, but almost be worth getting fully tattooed. Not that I've had many mosquito bites in the last few years. I feel like we've lost so many insects that I'd almost welcome mosquitoes in my house at this stage. So please guys, survive, we need you. The swallows need you. If it weren't for the super annoying buzzing, I wouldn't even mind the mosquitoes so much. Just get it over with, just bite me and I will, like, I'll deal with the bite. But this awful freaking in my ear the whole night, like, feck off. Barney, how's it going? Hot, yeah. I am dog hair. Yep, dog hair. I am way too pleased with the little AC that we picked up a few years ago. Nick and I were saying that come winter or like later this year we'll pick up another one. Not to say the same one, but something slightly cheaper that we can just keep in the house. Because this one's very heavy. But it makes all the difference. Like I spent probably 90% of the day in the bedroom yesterday with this AC on, oscillating fan on, cooling mat for the dog. Because yesterday was disgusting. Probably paid for 12 a few times over. Oh, and like, I feel like if I hadn't had that AC, both my dog and I would have had heat stroke yesterday. So I am super grateful for that thing. Sitting in front of 3 fans on Thursday, oh god, yeah. We don't have AC in the office at work, so it's... yeah, we have one big oscillating fan that's having to heat or move the air around for 3 people, which is obviously pointless, but... Someone stupidly went to the gym on Thursday. Well, at least usually most gyms have AC. So... stupidly, I don't know, might have been a power move. Big brain time. Unless obviously your gym doesn't have AC, in which case, are you out of your mind? Not the one you go to, it's based on what was a church. Oh god. Based in what was a church. Well, at least, I guess, thick stone walls? I guess. Right, let's grab something like an ivory. More built like a cottage church hybrid. Oof. So, not that great during a heat wave. Yeah, thick stone walls are nice. But yeah, they have to be proper thick, because if they're not thick enough, they'll just hold on to the heat, they'll just retain the heat and make it really, really boiling hot. But if they are proper thick, then at least the inside is going to be lovely and cool. Great decision making for me and Chaos. Oh well. Thursday's also. Yeah, I saw. Happy birthday. Did you guys have a good time? Did you get up to much or? It was good. Didn't do much because of heat. Yeah. We're gonna do a do-over when it cools down a bit, or are you not really a birthday party kind of person? Like I know I haven't really celebrated properly. Even my 40th was very small. Didn't even really do that. Oh, it's two C's, definitely. Thick. Managed to persuade, kidnap a few friends to binge Star Wars. Nice. Well, all of it, or yeah, like been like dummy thick, as they used to say. Oh, nice. Like, I guess anything that is able to keep the heat out of the inside of the house counts as thick. You got no Warhammer or mini painting stuff and Chaos did. Obviously not complaining you got good gifts, but you still be jealous your pile of shame that not increase. Did you get any money? Can you rectify this grave injustice with any birthday money you received? You can rectify, however, there needs to be sensible and buy paint and storage. I mean, that's hobby stuff. Buying paints is what arguably I almost find that more exciting than buying minis, provided they're new paints and not something that I'm just replenishing. More focus on quality of life changes for the hobby. Yeah, I think that's a good shout, to be fair. It's easy to get bogged down with a crazy amount of minis when getting nice brushes or a way to store things better and having all of your like hobby tools in a sensible place and all of that jazz. Buying paints does overwhelm me. I don't necessarily know pros and cons of brands or what highlights you would need, etc. It just depends on what you like, to be honest. It's like what kind of... there's nothing wrong with just buying Citadel paints. You pick yourself a bits box, much tidier than all the old sprues you had hanging around. Oh god, yeah. From experience, you want different metallics than Games Workshop. Well, if that's a question, then I would recommend the Vallejo new metallic range. They have sets of true metallic metal that you can buy, and you can get in a set. You get, hey Jack, you alright? You get 4 paints. One is 2 of a base coat. One is an airbrush version, and one is a brush version. But you can obviously use both. One is a shade, and one is a highlight. Spot on. I've not had. Yeah, it's been a great addition to my shelves. You also want to expand your paint collections and brands, yeah. I find myself often just returning to old favorites, which makes it quite difficult to expand or like to like grow in that sense. What do you do when you have lost faith in your ability to create a satisfactory... Oof, that's a good question. It depends. What is the reason for this? For this feeling? Have you painted and repainted the same model multiple times and still not getting anywhere? Or what is the, what's the problem? Or are you just finding that none of the models that you pick up look the way you want them to when you start painting, or when you finish painting, or how has this come about? There's a lot of current paint jobs at an ugly stage. Oh god, yeah. So for me, I'm not allowed to start something new until I'm past the ugly phase. Because I, generally speaking, don't want to pick something back up that is ugly. If I've got something new and exciting that I could also be painting. I think one of my main problems is that I'm just ADHD enough that starting new stuff is always going to tickle my brain more than continuing an existing project. And it makes it quite difficult to enjoy certain aspects of the hobby. Like, not in a bad way necessarily, but perhaps you think your project's fault for not staying interesting and nothing wrong with you. Well, that is obviously true. Obviously. Clearly. How dare the project not keep you engaged and entertained. Like, what the fuck? How dare? See, I'm at the moment, like, I'm looking at this on camera and thinking, oh, that looks kind of alright, that looks kind of cool, I like that. And then I look at it on the model itself, and I'm like, ugh. You're ADHD enough where you want 3 armies, but then have no motivation to actually build and paint them. Painful. No, I love all of it, to be honest. I love the whole process of painting, do I do... You enjoy it when you do it. Yeah. So, one thing that I found that is the biggest help that I could have ever imagined for painting is not having to set up and tidy up. So, being able to just sit down and paint has made my hobby enjoyment infinitely more achievable, if that makes sense. I've always struggled with having to prep and having to tidy up afterwards. So being able to come in my own hobby space and just get going has been a lifesaver. And I know that is not a luxury that everyone has, but oh god, if you're able to, if that is how, like, if that's something that you're able to do for yourself, I can't recommend it enough. It is, yeah. Being able to leave your stuff and just sit down and get going, it has been, yeah, massive. Because I most of the time, I just wouldn't start if I had to get stuff out, get my desk ready and everything. I just wouldn't do it. Like, I know what I'm like, I just wouldn't do it. I'd find it too much hassle, too much trouble. Never mind, I'll just do something else. I'll just go read my book or whatever. You're finding that if you've got building desk, which means all 30 of your minis are built or in sub-assembly, but I'm not able to get paint area currently. Oof. Can you not use the build area as a paint area as well? Like half-half? Or is it very small? Small desk in your room, you don't want to spill paint on your carpet. Ah. I mean... Carpet schmarpet. I jest, obviously. I've got paint on my walls, I've got paint everywhere, so I know it happens. As much as we would like to say that we're all tidy and nothing ever happens, it does. So you're telling me that because you wouldn't get the instant dopamine hit, you don't want to do a thing? I know. It's always been one of those, like, I'm supposed to be enjoying this. Why am I doing a thing if I'm not enjoying it? Well, they diagnosed me with autism. got that. But I think I've gotten too good at masking over the years, and it's yeah. Yeah, they gave me autism 1, so I'm not fully That was like in November. Congrats? Yeah. You've definitely spoken to me. I've told you about this, 100%. Hundo. I must find it now. It's probably on Instagram. You can't search there. Cringe. You appear to be not not in control of the remember. Why are you still pink? I cleaned you. Gorglis. Pink Gorglis. You trust your recollection of this far more than our own. Yeah. But yeah, they gave me one, but not the other. They said I was too. Yeah, I definitely had markers of ADHD, but not enough to diagnose me. But the lady that I spoke with said you should definitely get tested for autism, and I did that, and there we go. Fuck this heat. It's been pretty horrendous, hasn't it? Fuck this planet. I actually like the planet. I don't know that I agree with fuck this planet, but fuck this heat, absolutely. Oh, thank you. Be careful because I've got blue paint on my brush. Fucked him, the grocer didn't like the way he looked at me. Maybe you did like the way he looked at you, and it's a different kind of fucking. Been outside for 20 minutes and you may as well not have bothered showering this morning. Oh yeah, no, that's pointless. Like, yeah. Outside is not a good place to be. During your ADHD assessment, you were sidetracked and ended up talking about how the school system should have be worked to help people that have neurodivergency. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, I know. Like. So needless to say, Barney, you got a diagnosis? Bisexuals fuck everyone. Pansexuals, ooh. It's like ambassador. I'm back from Agile. You're pan non-binary. You are everyone. You are all of us. I saw a video earlier today where someone said, "Oh, you're a feminist. Name every woman," and someone just said Whitney Houston. Because I'm every woman. Thank you for the hydrate. Want to play games but too hot? Yeah. Remember to feed and water your streamer? Absolutely. Oh, crack. Right, I think I've fixed my my complaints with this. Now I just need to be really careful because I don't want to get blue on my red. Yeah, I always feel like you guys look after me really well. It's very much appreciated. I get lots of stretches and hydrates and all of that, so it's nice. Much appreciated. Do I want to do that? I forgot the top bits. What top bits? What, the belt thingy? Yeah, I guess. The waist section, I should say. Hovers over a woo. Oh, don't you dare. It's too hot. Do I want that? No, actually, I think I'll be alright with that. Cool. Okay. Nice. Clean the airbrush again. Just being silly. Yeah, you back away from that button, mister. I might actually, while I got the blue in, god damn, now everyone will go through your head. Sorry. Not sorry. I mean, a little bit sorry. But not enough to actually, like... Yeah, don't. It's too hot for a wooze. You guys are supposed to be looking after me, not torturing me. It did make me laugh though, I thought it was a great meme. Or rather meme, like, response to, like, well, you feminist name every woman. I know that the first one was a joke already, but still. Still. One of the shocking things that happened recently is Chaos has become a Sisters of Battle player. Maybe he needs a rebranding. Ooh. That is kind of shocking. What did he play before?
When will you wear wigs?
Oh, motherfucker. Sorry. Which one would you like, Ben? I've got pink or blue. Skaven and a normal Chaos Space Marines. Then that is a big change, yeah. Fun though. Ooh, ow. Blue, please. Okay, bear with. Bear with. I need to brush my wigs. They are, oh god, and I've got my own hair coming out from underneath. It's a, what a state. What a state. Please consider subscribing to fund this bullshittery. You're not wrong. It is, absolute nonsense. Right. Cool. We're there. Something in streams change. You can't play your... I know! It's weird, isn't it? It's like... Maybe... Did I change my top? Different glasses? Who knows? Not me. Did I get new arms? That is it, obviously. Duh. Right, I need to move some things around because I am going to try and do some... I figured, like, while I have the airbrush out, I might as well... Bonk. Knew it! You're so smart. You are smart, Barney. Like, obviously the smartest. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Oh god, he's here. He is here. Oh no. Oh yes. I'm a dingbat though. Because this base coat is not done at all. Actors are known for the smarts. God. I'm also known for the smarts, clearly. Nearly freaking... Completely... What am I doing? Where is my... Alright, okay, fair enough. I was like, oh, I'll just put some, I'll put this white ink that I put in my cup. I'll put that in a different, like a plastic cup instead. And is that 2 plus 2 is... minus 3 is 1 quick maths. But clearly, I was like, oh, because I shook my ink, I mostly blew air into my cup apparently. How have you been, Marcus? You alright? Haven't seen you in a while. Are you doing okay? Right, that weapon is a dark purple. Two plus 2 is 4. Minus 1 is 3 quick maths. What? Dark plum. Right. I sold my first commission credit voucher today. One of the people that I do, or well, have done a commission for in the past, I posted that commission piece on Instagram, and one of his friends was like, oh shit, has he paid you for this yet? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh balls, we meant to give him a birthday present, and I thought maybe we could pay for his commission. It's like, oh no, I think his kids gave him this as a birthday present. He's like, oh, do you do gift vouchers? He's like, yeah. So I really quickly had to design gift vouchers, and now I do gift vouchers apparently. Which was quite nice. So he paid me today. They did a shared birthday present from a load of friends. They all chipped in together, and they pooled their money, and they sent it to me today, and I I'm going to drop the voucher off at the hobby store tomorrow because it's his birthday on the 4th, and I said I can post it, but well, that exactly was my internal monologue, Barney. Oh, I need to update that. I should say that I do. Not sure what to gift your friends for their birthdays? Get them a voucher for a voucher for my services. Now I also need to upload my recent photos because I haven't done that in a while. I keep forgetting. I might do that this evening actually. God, these. Ugh. Honestly, I don't know how people double M. I don't know how people with long hair do it. Now I have a shitload of white ink in this pot all of a sudden, which is also not what I had in mind, but oh well. Oh well. I don't know what's happening here, or I don't like what's happening here. See, no, it does actually. Yikes. What I get for wanting to rush? Take your time, Flo. You have time. Why are you stressing? It's because I don't like painting with ink. Yeah. Not too often, I suppose. But yes, that would be a good shout, actually. Oh yeah, it's huge. It's also like hi adapters, how are you doing? It's somewhat large, and I'm trying to rush through the the ink stage here, and I'm making it worse for myself because I'm too hot, even with the AC on. And I stupidly added... Oh, thank you for the follow. I didn't even see that this was... Hang on. Oh, White Wolf, holy moly, dude, I didn't realise you were here. Normally I get a big old feck off alert. I will show you what I'm actually doing. Actually working on. So she... Let me make some... show you some... There. Well, you can also see my my interface at the moment. I'll take her head off because that's not glued on yet, but... She has legs. How was your stream, White Wolf? So yeah, we've got legs, we've got shorts at the moment, and I thought, oh well, I'll have the airbrush out. I should probably just put some ink on this fucking sword. And no, I mean the legs are. The shorts are brush with an airbrush over spray, just to blend them together. But I wanted some texture in there. I don't know if you guys can see it actually. Bear with. Let me get some light on there. Yeah, I wanted to, because there are jeans obviously, so I did like a cross hatch across the whole thing. Yeah, it's getting there. Stream was really good. Don't usually do Saturdays, but you swapped out yesterday's one. Well, yesterday was not very fun to be streaming, so I don't blame you. Thank you, Adaptus. That's really kind of you. But yeah, I don't like white ink, and I was like, oh, I'll just quickly do this, and there's no such thing as quickly doing something, so I'm going to probably regret quickly doing this because I now have to fix what I've quickly done. Margos, thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind. I'm sitting here with my freaking redeem wig on from what feels like 20 minutes ago now. I don't actually know when it was redeemed. We were saying how everyone was going to look after your streamers, feed and water your streamers, yada yada. And yeah, let them not wear ridiculously hot awoo hats and stuff on summer days. And exactly that. You see, you know what's up. And then instead, double hydrate, you guys. Ambassador. Exactly, they are like plants and they don't know how to look after themselves, obviously. But yeah, they were laughing. Oh well, you shouldn't make her wear the really hot wolf hat at the moment because it's too hot. And I was like, yeah, that'll be really mean. And then we had a wig redeem instead. Like, oh no. More than 15 minutes? Yeah, I probably could take it off. What were you working on, White Wolf? I just dropped a quick lurk earlier. I didn't actually get a chance to really look at what you were doing. Okay, that's at least now. Smoothed out again. What a freaking disaster that was. Chaos, how's it going? Happy birthday. If you had to eat something / brownie command, I would be the size of a house, Ben. The sanguineous bus and the... Ooh, nice. Not built for these conditions. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Stop complaining. Do you want it to start raining? We are in England. Now, we were talking about this on my stream on Wednesday. Like, I'm not normally one to complain. I normally really like heat. But this is a little outrageous. I think I'd be very upset. You like the rain. Ooh. Nearly sent my airbrush to the floor. It is raining, is it? It was supposed to have. We were supposed to have a thunderstorm last night. I didn't hear that. Don't think we had a thunderstorm at all. Let's have a little quick look to see what. Nope, we're still there. Sadly, not missing out much. It's still an oven. Yeah, I mean it was 36 on Wednesday. Thursday, slightly less hot, I think. And then yesterday, I just spent the whole day with the AC on. Just 39. Ugh. I saw someone in the Netherlands posting a video. He was on the top floor of a building. And he had like metal gutters on his house. He was like, I'm going to see if I can fry an egg. So he put a frying pan outside and actually did fry an egg. But the roads in the UK are melting, which is great. We have melted roads, which is fantastic. You can see people lift up whole sections of asphalt because it's just turned liquid again. It is raining. I want it to be raining here. I had a garden path put in a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I want to say. And it's really nice. I had little plants like planted around it. The whole idea is that it will grow in as like alpines, like cover like on and around all the tiles. The paving, no, it's not really paving slabs, they're like stepping stones. And it's been so hot that I've had to walk around in buckets because my garden hose isn't long enough to go around the front of the house. You wouldn't know, you say decide with the money as fast as possible when it got into 30s. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I spent all day inside, all the curtains closed yesterday because. But yeah, I've been walking around with about 12 buckets each night just to try and make my little freshly planted plants survive. I think they have so far, and we were supposed to get thunderstorm last night, so I didn't water them last night, so I hope they survive. We're now apparently getting rain tonight, so with a bit of luck. It's nice for the garden. No, I normally, like I was saying on Wednesday, I normally really like the heat, but I'm always concerned about all the animals. UV is killing me right now. Your anti-med makes you burn so easily, feel like a vampire. Ooh. Ads! We had rain at 4 AM when it was only 22 at 4 AM. Well, it was supposed to, like, I was looking forward to that, like, 4 AM, 5 AM thunderstorm that was promised, but we never got that here. I don't think we did anyway, or maybe we did and I slept through it, but I woke up at 8 because it was so bloody hot again that I had to turn the AC back on. In the bedroom. We turned it off when we went to sleep because it's quite noisy. And while I like the background noise of like a fan and stuff. 22 degrees at 4 AM is wrong. Yeah, that is icky. I agree, that is icky. I don't really want to take this whole thing apart. Come on. Clean, alright. But yeah, I agree. It should cool. We shouldn't have to deal with redonkulous heats in the middle of the night. It's not fair. I think we're nearly there. Tiny bit of IPA. You got an AI ad? Ew. Twitch Plus. Sometimes I don't know what to think about Twitch. Like you shouldn't have to get AI ads. That's cringe. It above being above 20 a night's torture. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's like we need it to be cool. Be able to get intelligence, get the flamer. Yeah, exactly. It needs to freaking dip down at night. We need to be able to cool off and get some condensation on those plants and have it like proper rain again. And we get freaking 20 degrees. The heavy flamer, yes. It's ridiculous. And the fact that I'm sitting here with a soaking wet palette and my paint is still drying like I've put it on a dry palette is disgusting. This should not be a thing. No shit's wrong when the Mediterranean countries are cooler than North or West. Yeah. It's I don't really understand. I mean, global warming, but I don't understand why England and the Netherlands are hotter than Portugal. It seems crazy. It's going to be Greece in 2 weeks and it will be cooler. You need to stop me from being irresponsible and purchasing stuff. I mean, he has some authority in this respect, but what are you trying to not buy, Barney? Because if it were me, a great reason to not buy anything now would be Dino Riders coming out soon. You found one of the last boxes of Hellstriders. Can't even use them. TLDR without too much science. I'm breaking and that makes a jet stream which sends cool, warm air over the Atlantic go funny. Oh, fair enough. But you want them. Yeah, well, that's fair. Give your money to me and I'll look after it. Definitely not spending. No, of course not. I think one of the reasons why I'm so happy that I just paint and not play is that I can just buy models because I think they look cool and not have to worry about whether or not they will be useful in my army. I can just buy. Oh, thank you. I can just buy whatever the hell looks cool. And if I finish this lady, I'll get credit from my hobby store, the local gaming store, to buy more shit. You get 100% is one of those things you struggle with, especially because you're not consistent with painting. You do that anyway, you just have to buy less cooler models every so often. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely in a very fortunate position for not enjoying the games. Because the idea of not being able to buy models or feeling like I shouldn't be buying models because they don't fit in my army just sounds like that would make me sad. You bought a cool model, what did you buy? You love all Skaven models, but it's such a slog to paint. Yeah, all the clan rats are yawn fest. Although, saying that, I have painted a shitload of Skaven. Way more than I have any right to because I don't play Skaven. Like, why should I be? Yes, yes. Oh, yes! That is sick. That is very nice. That is really very nice. And yes. Out of production, but you bagged on 60 quid. Wow. You have 60, you painted one. Oh yes, I love that, White Wolf. That is exactly the kind of thing that I love. Right, let's slap a really, really thin coat on first because you've managed to do things such as not choosing the meta option and focusing on the aesthetics of your Space Marines. Yeah, I think that's a good way to play if you're interested in painting. Because I feel like Space Marines are not exactly the most exciting army to paint. Still struggle with the ooh, a cool mini. I want to. Well, I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, right? Like, it's nice. You can still buy models every now and again. Do I follow Mimic Hobbies? Parker paints this size sort of model and he's a wizard. I probably do, but I am one of those people who follows follows a lot of people, but never actually gets a chance to really watch anyone's streams. Mimic is nutty with his airbrush. Also sucks all the Warhammer Fantasy and Slanesh minis are stupidly expensive. Yeah. Your plan for your sister's army is just the models you like, a lot of penitent and an exorcist tank. Nice. You've been studying his long form videos on YouTube. You try to level up your skin game. Awesome. I do feel like you can learn a lot from painting a larger model. Like, I normally don't really use my airbrush very much for models, but it's definitely been something that I've enjoyed doing on this one. Like, the legs are, or all the skin is all airbrush. I will touch up the face with like extra highlights and stuff, and I will, well, depending on how it all looks when I'm done with that, I may or may not add more to the legs as well. But I'm actually really liking how it looks at the moment, so I don't really want to mess with it. Oh god. Clothing, everything is just bonkers. Yeah, some people are just disgusting. I actually have seen this, yeah. Well, not this specifically, but let me drop a follow there. That's very cool. Also been painting for 20 years or so. Yeah, it does help. It does help. I'm literally just slapping on a bit of paint at the moment, so that I've got something to attach to. 17 years to go. Yeah. Yeah, 18 for me as well, sadly. Or 17 and a half or something like that. I think if I had all the time in the world to work on any model, I would I would be able to get to a fairly high standard. Well, obviously not that good, but I'd be able to get somewhere where I don't feel like I'm embarrassing myself. But I know that I'm on a deadline with this one. You're painting a speed painting model from Rosecon. Ooh, nice! She's on my desk for me. I haven't finished her yet. I should finish her at some point. Way ahead of me? Of you? What? Oh, me? No. Different styles, mate. Different style, and I do not do well with non-metallic metal. I am very, very aware of the fact that I am not a non-metallic metal kind of person yet, I guess. I feel like I probably would enjoy it, trying it out again if I had a larger model, but doing non-metallic metal on my very first model and it being a Sisters of Battle model with like the flying exhaust things on the back, not a good time. NMM's overrated? I don't think it is. It's a very good skill to have. I'm just not quite there yet. I got annoyed when I did it the first time, so I haven't really touched it since. Mood. Got some metal Lord of the Rings models you might try. Do non-metallic metal on them eventually. Yeah, that could be really cool. Fool of a took, yeah. Well, your non-metallic metal is ace. It is very good. You can't do NM because you got Treebeard, yeah, Chrome Bark. Pay you to do a non-metallic metal Treebeard. The Stormcast I didn't want to have. I think sometimes it's easy to overwork things. Or overthink them, rather. So I can see how a speed paint NMM might turn out really nice. On its rain home and on mute because with a friend, bad influence today. Him buying a combat patrol, but you didn't get any plastic. Well, you were getting one anyway. Okay, fair enough. Which one did he get? Would be my question. Someone needs to type that because if I'm on mute, then he won't hear my question. It takes a long time to chrome up in all and just, oh my god. You feel like Treebeard may be painted in a non-canon way. Well, don't think there's necessarily a real problem with that. Is there? Canon is overrated. Yeah, hand to hand. I like hand to hand. Got a phone call so you could listen for a bit. He got Eldari Corsairs. Nice. Doing Combat Patrol to try out 11th edition. Awesome. It's an older sculpt, so you're more inclined to paint him properly. Yeah, no, that makes sense. There's a wrong shade of brown for the bark. Guess I'll reprime. Oh god, please don't. Oh, anyway, yeah. I need a bigger brush. If I'm going to do larger sculpts like this, I need a bigger brush. Because this is taking forever. And it looks hideous at the moment. Why are we watching this girl? She can't paint. She can a little bit. She's by no means a master, but she's not an absolute dickhead of an idiot starter either. Got to go again. Bye, have a great time. No worries. Now I have the Treebeard quote going through your head. Which one? Need one of them big boy fat brushes. Yeah, I really do. Not enough points to make you good. You know how I said earlier that I wasn't really hungry, so that I didn't want to have lunch? Like for the last 20 minutes or so, my stomach has been going something crazy, like gurgling, like, lady, lady, you know how you said you weren't hungry? You're hungry now, biatch. You can't paint full stop, so you do. Oh, you're fine. I was just joking about how dog shit this looks at the moment. Eating coconut rings? What are coconut rings? What, like macaroons? No, not macaroons. Macaron. No, macaroons. They are macaroons and not macaron. Nice. You're making me hungry. You think the speed painting mini is the third mini you painted this year? Really? Current plan is to build everything so you can't procrastinate. Oof. That's dangerous because now you're building yourself a massive pile of stuff that you need to do. Which makes it feel like a chore. At least that's how it works for me. If I have a lot on my desk, that feels a lot worse than doing bit by bit. You built everything, you are procrastinating. I think if I were to have if I had a big army to paint, it is too hot to paint. You are not wrong. The only reason I'm able to paint is because I've got massive AC blasting in the background here. And still my paints are drying on my palette and on my brush before I'm even making it to my model. Yeah, the inspiration for that faction. Yeah. I'll jump around between 6 projects. Oof. Yeah, I guess if it works for you, then that's a great way to do it. I think I would probably personally struggle with that. Because I would get to the ugly phase of one project and then just hop on to a different project because I don't like it anymore. Space Marine Necrons, Chaos Knights, and Demon's Cultists, Bolt Action, 4th edition Ultramarines. Damn. You got bored of your Rat Ogres you were painting because of Rosecon, still haven't touched them. Yeah, that's a problem. So with my friends here, we do an annual, like a hobby challenge around Christmas each year. We get our friends to come over to our house for New Year's, and then we take photos and submit them to one of our other friends who is a really fair and good judge. Last year I made the mistake of starting in March, thinking, oh, I've loads of time, I can make a start. Was really excited about my project, really fun. Got to August, I think, and knew I needed to pick it back up, but because I started so early, I had none of the wins left anymore. Everything felt like a chore after that, so it was a real slog getting to the end on that one. So we're not doing that this time. You were doing Stormcast, but genuinely just hate them as a faction to play and build. Really? Why? Good morning, Daggermad. How are you doing? You find your scaling a bit too repetitive, but you really like the paint scheme. Yeah, at least that helps. No, suck at Spearhead. I feel like that might not be a problem for me if they were bad. As long as they were fun. As long as they're fun to play. You spent too much time with friends last night, you killed your morning. Eh. Happens sometimes. Worth it, right? I think it would be worth it anyway. Might need to mix up the clan rat's fur a bit to make it more fun. No, not fun to play. Oh. Are they not fun because they're not good, or are they not fun because there's nothing silly? Because there's someone at our local gaming store who absolutely loves his Skaven, but he doesn't. I don't think he plays Spearhead. Well, he says they have some like weird thing where you basically leave something up to chance, and he says because of how he feels like what they are like, he always like if there is an opportunity for him to do that weird chance thing, he needs to do it. He's just set that rule for himself. So yeah, he finds it really fun to play, but maybe it's different in Spearhead. I don't know. The push fits cause you anguish as they're one of the worst for gaps. You weren't given the base for the big character and just haven't enjoyed anything. Oh. That's disappointing. The only game you've lost with them when the game was a slog. Oh. You're still trying to accomplish something. In Spearhead, your Skaven are really good. Ah, okay. But yeah, I really need to get a bigger brush from somewhere. Probably Rosemary & Co. I think they probably will do a nice, large brush with a really good tip. Because I don't think orange brushes are really planning on bringing out a larger brush than the 3 that they do at the moment. The number 3 brush. How are you doing, Super? You alright? Kale's referring to your Stormcast was saying about Spearhead being a storm. Ah, okay, I was gonna say. Boobs. Don't think I've ever painted breasts this large before. But the Stormcasts have such a low model count, even though you can bring them back if the unit dies, they are tough enough to keep surviving while not being able to kill much. Meanwhile, your clan rep can shoot and the clan just don't stop spawning back in. You have far too many Stormcasts. How did that happen? Do you want mine? Ads! You have 3,000 or 4,000 points of Stormcast. Jeez. Why so many? Do you want some more? You sound like you enjoy this shit. Do you want some more? So what I'm hearing is Barney's looking for an excuse to send their Stormcast away. so that they can buy and feel less bad about buying new models. Please, I need to get rid of mine. You can just take them. I don't even want to sell them because dragons and birds and whatnot. Yeah, that's true. Free from ads. Welcome back from Ad Jill. I reckon if I was able to spend a lot of time on Twitch, like instead of streaming but watching, I probably would invest in Twitch Turbo. Or whatever it's called. Just so I didn't have to watch ads all the time. Apparently it rained last night, you don't have to... Or the watered plants, nice. Why would it be scamming? I was planning to sell them to another spearhead, but that feels like you would be scamming. Why? Why would it be scamming? White Wolf asking the real questions here. Is it because you don't like them? Because I think other people might like what you don't like sometimes. Also, it is very much allowed to sell stuff you don't like. You don't have to hold on to it because you feel like you should. Because in your perspective, you don't like them and they've cursed your spearhead. Nah, that's depressing. That to me would be like a reason to absolutely sell them. Sell them immediately. Get rid. Disaster averted. What was the disaster? And we mostly play spearhead. Yeah, get rid. Get rid. Buy something fun. Buy Sylvaneth. Paint Sylvaneth. Love Sylvaneth. Fight up some power packs on your tank turret. Blood crisis averted. Managed to unfuck him. Nice. Zombie! How are you doing? Welcome, Raiders! Everyone, if you haven't followed Zombie yet, go follow Zombie because they are an amazing artist. How's it going? What were you up to? How was your stream? Did you have a good time? You lost one when playing... Ooh. One of those where two things look interchangeable but ain't. Ooh. And then you use plastic glue and end up... Yeah. You good? You were hanging out with Grumpy Crane. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw you were on as I came online myself, and I thought, oh, we should drop a quick lurk in there. Just to show my support. Which basically means I can turn off your stream now because I am raiding myself. Painting up some Infinity models for use tomorrow at the Games Day. Oh, awesome! You reapplied glue to soften the joints and yanked them apart. Oof. That feels so naff though, doesn't it? Horrible. I hear the Infinity models are really cool. I've seen some people at my local gaming store, they are big fans. They paint them a lot. Broken nail, but worth it. Oof. And from what I've seen from the sculpts, they look really, really cool. Text me the relevant bit. Oh, I'm curious now. They're great. I may have to, at some point, look into painting some. If/when I get time to paint for myself again. What, zombies, gracias? Yeah, I'll show you what I'm working on at the moment because I've got... Or mine. I'm not sure who you're who you're commenting on, but yeah, we're at the moment she's looking. I will have to zoom out again. Oh, Garcias, it is. The R is the other way around. Garcia, that makes way more sense. So yeah, she's got legs. She's, well, working on the top, obviously. I know I keep saying, that's why I thought, like, in my mind, like, Gracias made way more sense than Garcia, but Garcia actually makes way more sense than Gracias, so. But yeah, she's getting there. I've got her arms and tail on a little box over here. But yeah, she's a really, really cool model, and I'm really excited to be painting it. It's very, But yeah, I apologize for getting your name wrong. That is not very pog of me. But yeah, this is an awesome model. I'm having a great time painting this, but it's a big change from what I normally paint. Haha, big change, huh? See what I did there? And it's yeah, it's fun actually. I'm actually really, really enjoying it, so do recommend trying this sometime if you're in a hobby slump or whatever. Paint something big for a change rather than minis. Although minis are 100% a viable option as well, obviously. Right. You still have to run though and get some sleep for tomorrow's game. Obviously. Zombies sleep well. I probably missed you leaving, so need to hop off for a bit. Bye! Bye, Chaos. Have a nice afternoon. Coward. What's he doing? I am very curious now. Rude. I think Chaos is tidying their room, but they aren't using streamed body double. Ah, shocking. Some rescuing your second azalea bush. Bought a little dried up thing for $7 and now has little tiny green leaves. Aww. I love plant rescues. I'm not good enough at plants to do rescues. Like, I normally continue the process of letting it die, which is entirely unintentional, because I love plants. But, Generally speaking, either over water or underwater, and I'm just not very good. Daughter just called you in the bathroom to show you she bathed the cat. Oh no. A soggy moggy. I mean, bless the cat for not absolutely shredding your daughter to pieces, though. Another issue with selling your Stormcast is because the Skaven type box, most of the models are either the starter sets or owned by most people. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't sell for a lot, that's for sure. But still, if you're not enjoying them, you don't need to hold on to them. Like, it's not like something that you should be suffering through just because you have them. Don't do that to yourself. You have them all, to be fair, yeah. Put the shame in your pile of shame. Shame! Ring the bell. Shame, shame. I still don't believe in the word pile of shame. To me, it's still a pile of potential or a pile of opportunity. It's stuff that you still get to paint, not stuff that you still have to paint, in my opinion. But then I really enjoy the painting process, so what do I know? Oh, cock, what have you done now? Zach, I'm scared for you. Bloody raining. Left it back open. Well, that's nice. How wet is your house? Because we have literally every window open in the house at the moment. The house is not unwet. Nothing a good bit of toweling can't fix, right? Worst case scenario, slap your hairdryer on it. Water where it shouldn't be. Mop the kitchen. Ah, well. Clean kitchen floors. Woohoo! Pros and cons, baby. We don't wanna. Well, then don't. Chuck a towel on it and leave it. Just walk a towel around the floor. Scooch it. You know what I mean. Like, whilst you're an adult, or maybe because you're an adult, no one is making you do this. No one can make you do it. Except for you, obviously. Same, I don't know if you have to wash a towel. Yeah, I guess. Kitchen roll? Seems a bit wasteful. You mop them. Okay, White Wolf. You've been told, Zach. In this economy? I know, right? Maybe it'll evaporate. I mean, it will eventually. Might take a while. You might accidentally step in it with your socks or bare feet, depending on what you're wearing at the time. Which is a very unpleasant way to remember that you have a wet kitchen. Yes, can all of you people who use orange brushes at the moment send them a message to say we need bigger brushes? Please. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you. I had to turn off my posture check because I couldn't. Thank you. Couldn't get the new one to work for some reason. Orange brush. Yes, they're not very good at responding to emails. They're very nice, and they're very nice brushes, and they're very good, nice people when you see them, when you meet them in real life. But they're very terrible at admin, unfortunately. I feel like the Frodo trying to get them wandering away with these Stormcast. Aww. I mean, if you're desperate to get rid of them, I'm sure there's people like... Is there no one in the, in Chris's Discord who would like some Stormcast? Like, I'd take them, but for me they'll just sit on a shelf, and it means that... Why did you think of that? I don't know. For me they would just sit on a shelf, because I just don't have time to paint them at the moment. Can I commission you? Yes, you can. Be a very strange situation, but yes, you can if that's how desperate you are. But no, it's give them away to someone who actually wants them. I'm sure there's people who are curious to try them, and if it allows you to then free up some of your coggy load and lets you buy a different spearhead, then I think that'd be a good thing. Because there's nothing more depressing than feeling like you should be doing something because of like some weird sunk cost fallacy where you already feel like, oh, I've already invested so much time / money in this, I should really hold on to them. But if you don't enjoy them, get rid. Or maybe you have a local gaming store who, if no one in Chris's Discord is after them, if you have a local gaming store, maybe someone there would want to take them off your hands. Your price will be high. $2.50 in a can of Pringles. Man, oh man, how you doing? Fallacy. Sunk cost fallacy. I like that. Bearded Squire! Welcome, Raiders. How is everyone doing? This is kind of a crazy stream today. I've had bonkers amount of raids today. Come in, come in. How are you doing? You're melting, even your eyeballs are sweating. Oh dear, don't do that. The painting goes, the painting goes. It is very hot and it's difficult to get paint on your model without it drying on your brush first. All the raids, it's nuts. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I'm working on. She's very cool. It's a very, very cool model. Stick her head on her as well. There we go. So this is Malevola. And she's wearing little shorties. And she has the legs. All the legs. I am saving the face for last because I know what I'm like. I will love... I really want to paint the face, but I worry that if I do the thing that I enjoy the most, that I will then not enjoy finishing it. So I'm very much not allowing myself to touch it yet. The legs are airbrush. I have to admit, the arms and the initial face is also airbrush. The only way to get that kind of finish otherwise would be glazing, and I have not got the patience for that in this kind of weather. So, airbrush. Is it winter yet? Not yet. Not yet. I actually, well, I'm in an airbrushed, air-conditioned office at the moment, so I shouldn't talk really. But I was gonna say I actually quite like it today. Admit what? You have skill and did a good job with it. Bless you. I appreciate that. It's one of those things, like, it feels like cheating. Your mother at 31 degrees in her meeting in a living room. Yeah, I mean, I was working from an office that was 30 degrees on Thursday. That was not very fun. So we don't have AC in the office, so... Yeah, I'm eternally grateful for the little air conditioner that could, because it's been doing the Lord's work at the moment this week. I know, cheat. Airbrush is cheating. Go for shopping 30 minutes ago was brutal. 17 afternoon and around 30. Ooh, 5. Yeah, it's not very nice at the moment. I especially worry for all the animals and elderly people who struggle a lot in this heat. I feel like I do all right because I'm mostly youngish and healthy-ish. And I have AC. But if you don't have AC and no way to cool your house down, especially in places like here, like England, where having an air conditioner isn't really standard. I feel like I should knock on my neighbour's door, but I don't really want to have to chant. Choosing being able to bet, it depends in different ways. I think you misunderstand. I thought that meant talented publish. Animals, yes. Elderly people, eh. Was on the phone with mother before checking in here. She struggles. Yeah. My mum moved house about a year ago, I want to say. And she used to live in an apartment with south-facing windows. And she was on a corner on the 3rd floor. So she would have the sun directly into her living room, basically from 11 o'clock until the evening. In her previous house, it was unbearably hot. She got these like roll down shutters from the previous tenants there left there, but they still doesn't help. You want to get that as well? Yeah, it's rough and it makes you worry. It does make you worry. But yeah, her house now is newly refurbished. Her apartment now is newly refurbished. She has way better circulation through her new house, or flat rather, and it's not as bad, fortunately. But you do worry. You're always going to worry though, they're your parents. I say that, I'm not that worried about my dad. His apartment is really cool. All windows apart from living room are south. Oof. Yeah, our bedroom gets all the afternoon sun, so basically after 1:30. So that is monstrously hot in the evening. So our little air conditioner has been a lifesaver. At least you have a slight breeze. That's good. AC here is open for surely that would simply beat the weather with his immense genius. Probably would. I bless him though. The other day he sent me out of the blue, sent me a message. He said, I have only just understood that since Brexit, you guys in the UK are having 10 to 15% reduced. Dimwicked, thank you for the follow. Reduced buying power to us compared in mainland Europe. And it's like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like, I feel like I haven't had a financial windfall since forever. So yes, that sounds about right. He's like, because of this, I have decided to send you a present. So he sent me some money, bless him, which is very kind. But he, the fact that it's taken him, well, all of Brexit until now to realise that we're not in a great position financially is interesting. But the way he phrased it was hilarious, really. Like it's been brought to, like it almost like it has been brought to my attention kind of way. Like, oh man, bless you. I have told you about this literally a couple of months ago, but when I was in Amsterdam to talk, well, and I spent a load of money buying you lunch, buying everyone lunch, and you didn't mention that your friend who was supposed to show up couldn't because she was poorly, so I bought too much lunch for everyone. No, it's fine, because it means that my dad just has healthy lunch to eat for a bit longer, but... What, Brexit was bad? I'm shocked, I know, right? It still makes me laugh that my father-in-law has always been a bit outspoken about these kinds of things. And he had a whole rant about immigrants and how yeah, they were taking, well, basically they're coming here and taking all our jobs kind of situation. And Nick just looked at me, at his dad. It was like, you do realise that Flo is an immigrant? He's like, yes, but she's one of the good ones. So, okay, they had a busted line and all. Yeah, exactly. They had everything. They had lies everywhere. Sending this much money to the EU every day. We could be spending this on the UK, on the NHS. It's like, who benefited from that? I don't even think the rich would have benefited, yeah. Not the best of politics, but anything involving Farage equals bad, yeah. Agreed. I try and stay as far away from it as possible most of the time. Like, it makes me sad, so. Could be spending this money on my mansion, exactly that. Why are we sending this money to Europe? We should be sending this money to my house. After moving back from England, you came across an English fella in a bar who told him you used to live in the UK, so he instantly started hating you because you took your job so... Really? Like, clearly, like... I've never understood this. Like, clearly, if someone is able to take the job that you wanted, that's not a problem with the person who took the job. It's a problem with you not going for that job or not being qualified for that job. Also, it's always doctors and stuff. Like, all the immigrants who are taking jobs, they're all doctors from India and stuff. Are you a doctor? Are you gonna be working for the NHS? Are you gonna be a nurse or... No. Hilarious. Leave the poor rich people alone. They've got a mansion and 3 country homes to look after. I know, right? You would say it's dumb, wasn't your job or stealing? You know. Business bastards except in America also started voting for good. This is true. This is true. Yeah, we don't have the monopoly on that one. I still feel like you guys are slightly worse off than we are, and that's saying something. Yes, I took your job when you live in Denmark and retired. So logical. Yeah, exactly that. It's very silly. Oh my god, they took our jobs! Wet blend, wet blend. Wish it was cold enough to do a wet blend. So you feel like the only reason Black Dog immigrated here is to get closer to the Holy Land of Warhammer World. I mean, you're not wrong. Although I didn't do any... I wasn't into Warhammer when I moved here. I was only into World of Warcraft at the time. And there isn't a World of Warcraft world in... Light Touch, how are you doing? Welcome in. We are going on another crusade though, probably first weekend of December I think was the plan. I very much need another crusade. To the Holy Land. How are you doing, Light Touch? You alright? Welcome in. As a youth who can't get a job and whose last job was cut short because the government cut the contract to do the totally reasonable thing and blame people who are not at fault. Exactly that. You good? Ah, that makes sense. I did not realize, but that makes sense on Twitch. How's it going? Stop ranting now, people are morons and can be incredibly short-sighted. Anyway, who wants to buy Stormcast? Are they still not? Have you had no takers in Chris's Discord? It's good to see you, Gary. You alright? How's the heat been treating you? All is well, you're building Armageddon for the boys. Nice. Yeah, don't try to paint unless you have an AC. The only reason I'm here painting is because I've got an AC on full blast behind me. Because I would not be able to get any paint on the model otherwise. It is crazy hot. Be right back, this beer is half cooked. I'm fetching a cold one. Just sit there with a... Oh god. It's funny, there's no one normally from the Langdon Discord in my streams, Gary, so it's you're actually seeing Matt's commission before Matt does. Afternoon! It's 17 degrees and we have rain! Praise the Messiah! Honored, I know, right? I'll show you how it's going. We'll zoom out a little bit. Hoppa. I'll put her head on for a moment. Fed up of rain. Hoping it's about to rain. Sponsorman, thank you very much for the bid. That's really kind of you. Also with a really awesome review at your job, you did. I'm very happy for you. What was it? Was it actually good or was it just really funny good? Because there's two different types of good. Actually good, you've been hitting your marks for 4 months straight now. Very nice. Good job. Kat, do you want to buy some Stormcast? Muscle mine for Matt. I know, right? Shocking. In his defense, it was a present from Nick. Nick got Matt the model. And obviously it was just grey resin for his birthday. And he then came to me like, you want to paint this? I was like, oh yes I do. So in his defense, he didn't start it, this one. That's okay then. I know, right? Fighting for Matt's honor. He has none. None to be fought for. Newton Corgi, hello! Welcome in, how are you doing? There's one model from the reveals I may be interested in if it gets released separately, but it's no biggie if you don't. Which one is it? I'm very excited about the Dino Riders. I think they look freaking awesome. Good thing these beer cans are not half-liter ones, they go warm way too fast. Yeah, you should get one of those sleeves, one of those cooling sleeves, if you're gonna drink beer on a during a heat wave. We're melting a bit, but all good. Yeah, the only reason, I was just saying, the only reason I'm able to actually paint here is because I've got a air conditioner unit sat behind me doing the Lord's work. Because it is very hot. We were supposed to get a thunderstorm last night, which I very much did not notice, so we either didn't get it, or it was so short that it was pointless. Custodes Dreadnought? What, the Telemon? They'll be separate, absolutely. Dinos just remind you of Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. Yeah, I suppose. But nah, the Telemon 100% is going to get its own kit. It's not going to go in a box only. That'd be crazy. You had an amazing storm on Thursday last night. Denim looks amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm actually quite happy with it. Yeah, yeah. It's got this little like texture in it as well. Like, look, I'll show you. Little bit of cross hashing and stuff. So yeah, quite happy. They confirmed in the stream all of it being released separately. Get in. Nothing too big. No, I was hoping for more Age of Sigmar stuff. I thought they were very yeah, they could have done more on that. I was hoping, considering they're apparently able to make really nice dinosaurs, I was expecting them to do a Seraphon refresher, but no. Box first and separate boxes. Same as Allegio, Custodes boxes all been released separately since. Fair. And yeah, but the old, yeah, Dino Riders. They're oh god, I forget the name already. Something with an X. Yeah. They're like Aldari, I believe, on hair on dinosaurs. They look really good. Oh, the two-headed dragon is amazing. Very strong. Somehow made bacon that both crunches and melts in your mouth at the same time. Exodites. There it is. Thank you, White Wolf. You'd think that I would be able to remember the name of something that I was very excited about during the reveal. But no. Brain not braining. Chris is very happy with the ogres. Yes, he should be. They are awesome. The massive soup pots are ridiculous. Faction of Eldari who abandoned their people before the Great Fall because they knew shit was going south. Nice. Reminds me, he needs to go get salty crisps. Nice. There's been some absolute bangers during this reveal. I'm very happy. I think we're eating, but I know it's not all for everyone, obviously. So. Not an Eldari fanboy. You are. Yeah, I did say I would. I haven't actually heard anything about it since, Gary. I'm not entirely sure what the what he wants, but I'll be in the store tomorrow. Because I have to drop something off, and so I was gonna ask him about it then. Are you gonna be there? Aside from cooking, you're still trying to make more of those charms with 2D printer. Ooh! Newton Corky, thank you for the follow. That's very kind. You've just started cleaning up your hobby room for overhaul soon. Oof. During this heat. Oh, it's 17 degrees where you are. That's alright. Instantly recognizable as denim. Oh, thank you. That's very, very kind. Thank you. Yeah. I'm happy with it. As a professional golden banana player, oh nom 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 nom. We eaten. 620. Have I done any more work on the busts? Yes, that's a good question, Kat. Upgraded your editing software for the drawings so you can size them properly before importing them into the 3D printer. Ooh, cool. Not since last stream. This looks so good. Hope you're proud of it. Thank you. I am so far having a really, really good time with it. I'm amazed that I'm actually able to paint in this heat. This AC is a little champion. Yes, please, Kat. I'm very excited. And thank you for the congrats. You were helping Matt build intercessors this morning. He's going to post something later on the Discord. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be in tomorrow to have a little catch up with him. See what he needs. You'll be there 6ish, but it starts a little before that. Yeah, I finish work at 4:30. I'll probably just take my car to work, zoom home, drop the dog off, grab something to eat, and then race back. And hopefully not get absolutely destroyed by rush hour traffic. Well, we'll have to see. I'll have to make him aware that obviously, yeah, it's the only way I can do. There you go. I will have a look. Also, White Wolf, that gold is disgusting. That non-metallic metal gold is sure. Oh, that face is coming along lovely. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like when it's finished, Kat. It's going to be awesome. Wait, there's a Discord? Yeah, there is. Exclamation point Discord. There certainly is. It's so slow. I know. I know. Discord! Discord! Sorry. That was really funny. Right, I need a bit more blue horror. I shouldn't laugh. I'm terrible. Like, especially if I'm trying to type something quickly, it's never right, and I can only type well on certain types of keyboards, and everything else just is a disaster. So yeah, make Discord on and Discord, Discord, Discord. So like das boat, but not. The weather being what it is at the moment, I'm like, I want to do a really thin layer of paint, but if I do that, it's going to be dry before I put it on the model. If I do a thicker layer or thicker coat of paint, it'll be gloopy and dry weird. If I do a really thin coat, I have to do 6,000 of them, and it's gonna look shit for like 90% of the time, but I guess we're doing thin coats. You smell like a bucket of shit on all devices. You got so used to typing on a laptop with flat keys, never got used to full. So that's my problem. I've always had either laptop. Also, my hands are quite small, so I don't like full-size keyboards. It doesn't feel very good. So I've always bought myself these like knockoff Apple keyboards to plug into my my Windows PC. It requires some minor adjustments in the thinking process because there's certain things it can't do, and the keyboard layout is slightly different. But it's saved my my bacon so many times already. Yeah, same, slim as possible. I have a really nice membrane keyboard for gaming, um, so the keys are like half height, which is actually lovely as well. But then for gaming, obviously, I'm not typing on that the whole time. You designed your own keyboard when you changed over, which is really nice, but it's harder to be accurate. Now you want to eat an apple. There are worse things to want to eat. I can tell you that. I've been thinking if I should message Nivian to see if he wants... He hasn't messaged me, has he? No, he hasn't. Okay, cool. Right, okay, cool. Well. You don't have any apples in the house? That is sad. Yeah, no, I've been craving kind of craving chicken since I thought of it earlier. So now I kind of really want to get favorite chicken tonight. I'm also really hungry. Swiss streamers always make me hungry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I promise we don't mean to. We do. It's the only way we can take some power back for all the evil redeems. To be fair, you guys have been very nice to me today with all the hydrates and stuff. If anything, I'm doing well with food. You've been making prep meals. Right now you're finishing your breakfast meal. Wow. Please, sir, your finest slice of cheese. Yes, exactly. I'm still gutted they changed they changed... Well, we're not ordering off Just Eat anymore. They have their own app now. Which, considering how often we buy from them, is worth it. But it's no longer called Slices Cheese, which is sad. This was our local fried chicken restaurant has used to have an option to add cheese to your burgers, and it was literally a button. It was +1 slices cheese. But now they don't have slices cheese anymore. They just have cheese. It's a sad time. Aussie fella, you watch as often as you can. Constantly makes you crave a burger. Oh god, that's evil. I wonder what Nivian is doing, actually. He was playing House Flipper earlier. The chicken burger from a chip shop near you are incredible. Ooh. Also called me garbage disposal once because we got talking about eel as a kid. You ate them bone and all. Jeez. I have to admit, I haven't had eel in a long time. I don't even know. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I had eel. Eel? Right, once I've put all this paint on, I'm going to sort some food out because I am starving. Instantly apologise for calling you. I was laughing so hard. I told your mother she teared up laughing. I mean, provided the food is prepared correctly, I haven't come across anything that I won't eat yet. The only thing that I know I wouldn't touch is like the more exotic cooked things like deep fried spider and stuff like that. I probably would not eat spiders, but I would eat crickets. I have eaten crickets actually. I've eaten mealworms and stuff as well. It's just that I don't like spiders at all, so I just wouldn't want to eat them. Oh, haggis is delicious. Absolutely amazing. Like, if I find that on a menu anywhere, I will always order haggis. If they have it, I'm ordering it. Basically, when you're a kid, family came together once a month, eel festive. Your grandma trying to tell you place the bones along the edge of the plate. Full circle, you're done eating your eel, you never made full circle. Agile. Oh, I love haggis. Haggis is so good. Can't really get it around here though. Very rarely Sainsbury's will have them, and then I might pick them up. And but your family is Scottish. Ooh, you just don't like the neeps. The haggis, neeps, and tatties. I really like the neeps, but then whenever I make haggis, I make it with a blue cheese sauce or a whiskey sauce or both, like a Mary Rose whiskey sauce kind of thing. But I really like my haggis with blue cheese sauce. And that goes really well with turnips as well. You like nips. That's something else, White Wolf. Kirk and Tilloch. Near Glasgow. Ooh, drinks. Nice. Thank you, Johan. Freedom from ad jail. What are you bonking me for? You want to be the woman in that clip? That is Renee Zellweger. From, I believe this movie is The Diary. Bridget Jones's Diary. I know where that is. You lived here for 20 plus years now in the Highlands. Nice. Just cause. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I see how it is. Don't care who she is, but please treat me with that drive-by. Like, thank you very much, Gary. Really appreciate that. That's very kind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that drive-by, but only if the water was kind of clean. It tends to not be kind of clean if it's in the roads. I'm happy to share that you cleared 22 minis off your backlog this week. Holy moly. Wish you had a kids pool to sit in your living room on the second floor. You can just buy one. Like, I picked mine up for the dog. It was just a bit like kiddie paddling pool from Lidl one year. And they cost like 9 quid. Dog loves it. I love it. Put your feet in it when the weather is freaking awfully hot. 22 minis, that's a crazy amount of minis, Johan. I don't really know how you do it. Just don't have a time around work and everything. Just. Plus, I'm a slow painter, so that also doesn't help. Did you bin them? 22, that's more than 21, I know, right? Don't think I've finished 22 minutes. You started painting again 5 years ago. It's easier. A friend who wants to have them so they get to paint it. You never you painted them, you just cleared them. Barney, that's how you do it. You just give them to someone else. That's more minus than years old I am. What? Why, Wolf? Even if that sentence made sense. Where's Pascal to bully me about not painting? I mean, if you want, I can bully you, but I don't really feel like that's fair. Like, we all have circumstances, right? We all have reasons to not paint. Seriously, pick up a brush, yes. Like, not liking it. Press any key to continue. Where's the any key? So many circumstances, yes. I'm still in my 30s to 45. What are you doing? I'm just here tinging underneath the desk, and the dog is, I think, trying to bury something next to his little mattress. And he's knocking a cable against the table leg of my desk. Priority thing, ever since mother got cancer again, I've painted less and less, and will have barely touched it since December. Yeah, it's, life throws us curveballs. Shitty ones sometimes. That's one of the shittiest ones you can get, so flattery will get you everywhere. Darling. I remember when I called White Wolf the patron saint of small streamers back when I first started, like 2 years ago. I feel like he blushed for about 2 weeks. Life really is a bitch sometimes. It'll still be there when you feel up to doing it again. Absolutely. It's that's the joy of inanimate objects. They don't leave. You still love that moniker? Well, it's good. It still fits, so... Not like they walk off, no, absolutely. Well, one will, giving Pascal a bus to paint. Ooh, nice. Nipping at your heels. I don't think there's a competition in this category. I think we're all just doing our thing. And I'll be more than happy to take your leftovers after your streams. Yeah, absolutely, go for it, man. Crap, just realised the time. Need to make dinner for the child. Leaving a lurk. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that very much. I won't be very far behind that if I'm being honest, because I'm very hungry. Don't show again. Oh, that is very pretty. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, oh my god, that's like... Oh shit, man, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Get me all hot and bothered. Oh. Right. My paint has dried up yet again. All over there. So I am going to you've come to the conclusion you'll never get it painted. You don't like resin. I mean, it's not. I've had no. I mean, once the primer's on, it's just another model. Eva Contraros, he's a great sculptor. I've not heard them before. I'll have to. Is it still scorching hot outdoors? It's not cold. Let me see what it is. Oh, Barney, welcome to the Discord. 27 degrees at the moment. So, not great, not terrible. The AC is doing the Lord's work, but it's really dry. Yeah, it's not quite there yet, but we're getting there. It's yeah, I feel like the initial outline is there, so that's quite nice. I'll probably be back in here later this evening because it's nice and cool with the AC on, and I know Nick really needs to be in here later. He really needs to paint, so I think we'll probably be back for after dinner at some point. Barney gonna offer Stormcast in my Discord. Yeah, well, if he wants to. Like, honestly, if people want Stormcast, I would say yes, but I've got so many models still. You're about to say the AC is taking the water out of the air. Yeah, it's drying. It is drying the air out. It's drying everything out, which is fine. It's what it's for, really, at the end of the day. But right, so my poor wet palette is sad. So I'm going to rather than rebuilding it, I am going to do a little raid and make someone happy with a bunch of people in their stream. Let's have a little look to see who is about. Ooh, Night Whisperer. You can start an MMM Stormcast army? Absolutely, do it! Do it, do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Night Whisperers, I haven't been in his stream in a long time. But it's beautiful work, so we're gonna have a... Thank you, Johan. I hope so too. Thank you all very, very, very much for a very chill, very fun stream this evening. It's been really fun. Thank you for the follows, all the new people. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for hanging out with me, as always. Thank you for the fun. And I hope you guys will come with me to raid Night Whisper for a moment and some good vibes over there. Have a nice night and speak to you all on Wednesday.